We're live. Here we are. It is the Kent Beck Scrum. Sam and Michael. It is Monday. I'm still a little bit under the weather, getting better. Yeah, we do have a bit of a bug on the site that I've opened a ticket for. I don't know for sure, but I suspect it is related to. Oh dear, that's very not good. I suspect it's related to changes to how events stay live that Corey was making, where I think it's set now. He's got it set now so that this will, the fact that this is live here will kind of keep this on the on here indefinitely.
Okay.
And I think it is having the knock-on effect here, like to the Martin Fowler Scrum, that it's going to keep that kind of nominally alive here and on the front page for like some extra 7 hours or something, which is a nasty side effect which we didn't anticipate. So it means, not that we necessarily have huge numbers of people coming in through this link, but people can certainly be forgiven. It's not good. I don't know if the only thing I can do.
It also prevents visibility of the next event.
Yeah, it's really annoying. If I just briefly save this so it's not on Mondays, yeah, we get Kent Beck there. This will now block the next event. It's poor. It's almost serious enough to be worth looking straight into. Corey says he can't look at it until later, till tonight. So that's an issue. What else is going on? I was just reviewing PR from Matt to fix the GitHub updates job thing. Still some various feedback for him there. I guess I'll put that in the pull request. I've managed to start wending a fix to minor. Free Ranger pointed out a series of issues related to the premium stuff that I've done a little bit on. But the main thing I've been doing today is that we had a marketing meeting. We have actually got now Google AdWords approved. So we've got our $10,000 a month is approved, and potentially we will start, serving ads very soon. But we had a big review going through the whole marketing board. The video for that is in the marketing channel. Federico joined. Marufo is going to work on doing a newsletter and thinking about the form of the ad that we get in the Google search results, directing people to Agile Ventures. I have got coming up meetings with Dree, and then with edX and UC Berkeley. There we go. That's the things that are going on. How are things going with you, Michael?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I was just looking at yesterday I started working a little bit on the thing we had sketched out.
Yeah.
In the premium session. So like I said, if you could give me that information.
Yeah, so okay. Yes. So I can I can get you that information. Anything else anything blocking you at all?
Other than that, just looking up some stuff in Python.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hacking it together right
Sure.
now.
Did you make a repo?
Not yet.
Oh,
it's just sitting on my computer.
Yeah, do that and start pushing up the Python code. That would be.
So the other thing is,
go on.
It's nothing brilliant. It's just like a hack together script, like 20 lines of Python.
Sure, but I think great to. All my kids are programming in Python today. It's just lovely to see Python, and I think if we have the repo and the link and even just little scripts, and that goes in the data mining channel, it's just all part of moving forward. Sorry, go on. You were going to say something.
And then the other thing is, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah. So I was thinking, just as an initial pass, what I would do is just define it as whenever someone signs up. So say there's like 30 people, I'll just find, you'll remit to me the information on them and the date that they signed up.
Right.
something like that. And what I'll do is we'll create a frequency, like a distribution of posts for every week. 3 weeks before their sign up and 3 weeks after.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And just a distribution of
right.
The posts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we can map that out for each individual, and we can also aggregate it and say, oh, this is the average distribution for people's posts before sign up and before after, and see if there's any pattern, right? It might be that after they sign up, their activity ramps up, and maybe as they're getting ready to sign up, it ramps up, or who knows.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, my intuition is that this as a first pass will not be very good.
You take a stab at it. So I'm just actually looking at the data. I mean, one thing I was thinking that, that diagram we were drawing yesterday, where we're doing like the little, activity things. There's, activity, and then there's also like activity in different channels, and I guess there's lots of
there's lots of features you could define.
Yeah,
I mean, we could also define things like I was thinking we could define like conversations. In other words, we could say when someone talks that they either directly reference another user or they post in quick succession after another user within so many minutes. And then that's defined as like a synchronous conversation.
Right.
Like we're assuming like if two people talk in the same channel within 3 minutes of each other, then they're engaging in some kind of discussion.
Right.
And that could be another feature. There's a lot of, there's almost endless features one could come up with.
Yeah, indeed. And yes, it's probably sensible to start with the very simplest and then move from there.
But from what my friend has said, basically having done this kind of modeling and stuff, he says the more aggregated the data, the more useless it is.
Oh, sure. No, that's but the thing is,
the more useless it is in getting efficient.
Yeah, right. But that you want to start there. You don't want to do
right.
Like a massive load of work to de-aggregate only to find that's been in vain. Like if you can get something useful from the aggregated data, then that's like a win-win. And you sort of start there to make sure you get your data pipeline set up, and then you can gradually, improve your features over time. Yeah. So I'm just looking at the data that I'm getting down from Stripe, and I'm just reflecting that. So what it has is it basically has for each kind of customer, as they call them, it has like a created date and an email and a plan. But I also realize we've got people who are doing PayPal rather than Slack, and in fact, you might get more accurate data just downloading it directly off the production database.
Right, except not everybody has, like, if they have a Gmail, I don't think we have their email, or do we?
I think that I have,
maybe we do have their email for Gmail.
I think we do. I would have a go, because in particular,
because they're probably their email probably is the same one they use in Slack, right?
Yeah, and potentially the one that they use for the credit card and stuff is different. I think one of the things that's become clear as we're looking at, became clear to me earlier, and is being reinforced by looking at this, is that there are there's this time series of activities of them becoming one thing and then changing to another thing, and then so on. Like for some people who requested via Slack that I upgrade or downgrade them, I did that through the interface, the Stripe interface, and at least the data dump is not, the raw data dump from Stripe is not including those events. It's just sort of a snapshot of like, when were they created and what is their plan now. So it misses some of that detail. ultimately, maybe we want to be gathering that detail in the system. Anyway, yeah, I would say that you've got access to the production database, right? So you could just go and I guess it's not necessarily that easy for you to export it. Do you need my help to grab the right stuff?
I think I can figure it out, probably.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, I would just be doing what Heroku would run Rails console minus our production. And then, what we've got is the subscriptions table contains all of those things. I mean, and so you wanted what their subscription was and their email address?
Well, just as a first pass, I just wanted to see I guess the subscription would work.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of want to know the date that they signed up.
Yes.
I'm not sure the subscription is actually accurate because of all the migrations that have occurred.
I mean, I think we've got, there's going to be some degree of inaccuracy in whichever set of the data sources that we have, because I think none of the data, at least, I don't think any of the data sources are actually sufficiently fine grains to represent what's happening in the real world at the moment in terms of this, that, and the other. And there are things like, for example, there are people who've requested a down, like there's these complexities with Craft Academy sponsoring people and so on, whatever.
I mean, we can look at just the first date, kind of what I maybe as a first pass is just the first date that they actually gave us, that they actually put up for anything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just,
and I don't think that that's represented in the production data.
Because the production data has it has all of the subscriptions have started at dates.
Oh, really? And is that actually accurate information?
It's accurate to some degree. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's perfectly accurate, but I would say that it is accurate to yeah. I'm certain that there are inaccuracies. I'm surprised if it was all perfectly accurate, but I know also even in the Stripe thing, there's no at the moment, none of the digital systems are a perfectly accurate representation of what has happened. Well, you wanted that we want the plan and it's got type of premium. Now is that we migrated those types. This might work. I know you can't see my screen. That's wrong. Yes, user email. Okay. Yeah, I've got YAML file that control YAML. Oh, here we go. I've got a list here that I'm going to give you along with the query that generated it. It's off to get in Slack. There. That gives you all of the people with their email and the plan level. And I'm just sort of reviewing it for a quick, does it look correct? But I think we've got things like, for example, like you're in there twice because you created your thing a second time. And I think the second one is, at least with the way I did that query, it's not pulling out the premium F2F.
Right. So I noticed right away that some of it must be inaccurate because, for instance, mine is October 25th, and I think I joined before that. So that must be the date that the migration of the data occurred.
Very possibly.
Rather than the... So what I'm saying is I suspect that Stripe may actually have the more accurate date for when people first actually gave payment information.
Yeah, in some cases.
Made that decision to buy, right?
Yeah, in some cases, and I can give you that data as well. I've just redone. So like also what we've done is we've migrated the system to like that first query that I did. It's grabbing the types like from the single table inheritance on the subscriptions thing, and that's possibly less accurate now that I've migrated it. But this is a second query here. This is based on approximately the same, but it's now with going for the plan name, which is now supposed to be what we're working against. I'm just looking to see, and yeah, well, that may just be identical in that case. Well, what I'll do is I can give you. Let me give you the data that comes from the Stripe as well. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let me save this as a CSV. This is going to be that's the knife file exported to CSV. Okay. I'll find the documents, adventures, the latest file. Okay. So this is Stripe customers CSV there with, according to Stripe, the customer creation date, the type of plan, and the email. You still there? I guess you are just muted.
Yes.
Yes.
So I say. So like my date's kind of not. Well, actually, it is now. That looks more accurate for May.
Yeah. So I think you'll probably appear in there twice. Once for the first thing you created and once for the second one.
I think that may be the important bit.
Yeah.
Because that actually represents the decision to purchase, right?
Yes.
Those dates are somewhat more accurate because they're the date that Stripe was actually given the credit card information. Just kind of I think the important bit of information is when people actually buy.
Agrees. So I'm just trying to create from the PayPal a report for there's like 2 or 3 PayPal users. There we go. It comes from.
We also have a wrinkle in that some people is anyone sponsoring anyone? I guess they are, right?
We do. Yeah, we do. We do have we have one US-based developer sponsoring a Canyon-based developer.
And how is that represented? Is that PayPal or Stripe?
That I believe is Stripe. And we can have a look through to see that. I'm just opening the. That looks the same. Okay. So yeah, I think we only have 2 PayPal users, as far as I can see, and I mean I'll just copy and paste the information from here. That's that I think potentially gives you the information about the starting points for these 2 PayPal users. Oh yeah, and there's their email addresses. And then this is the person who's doing the sponsoring. Is sponsoring.
And Stripe is, I mean, PayPal's obviously in like the European format, right?
The dates.
Yes.
That like
it's not August 12th. That's December.
No. It's a sensible. Put the lowest numeral first. Like there are fewer days than there are months and years and like so on. It's what we would call the. I was terribly confused when I first moved to the States Like, why on earth would anybody put the date first in this sequence that has the year at the end? But anyway,
But the stripe is in the American format.
probably.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the month is before the
Yeah.
days.
Well,
It always confuses Americans when they're single digits.
right. But so here in the Stripe one that I've given you, it starts with the year, and it's going year, month, day.
Yep. But in the other one, it's day, month, year.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, I've got another meeting coming up. What I would say is, what would be great as a side product, perhaps, of your analysis is like working out what the current, like anything that's come from the production database that's inaccurate from the point of view of the Stripe or PayPal. It would be great to know that and then to be able to fix that. But anyway,
right? Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I better run on for my DRE meeting. I will catch up with you. Very, very soon. I won't be. I mean, I got DRE and then I'm straight into edX, UC Berkeley. So I probably won't be pairing with DRE.
Are you with Armando?
Yeah, the one afterwards. The meeting afterwards is the Armando and
the MOOC.
Yeah, it's the MOOC and the next run of the MOOC, and edX want like extra stuff, and we'll see. Anyway, good catching up with you. Great. I look forward to seeing the Python code.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye for now.